Hello everyone, welcome to Polyglot Academy. In this video we are going to continue with lesson 7 of the Chinese language. So if you are new to this channel, please support us by subscribing to our channel, like the video and share the video to your friends. So let's get started. So in this lesson 7, we are going to be talking about measure words. Top 10 measure words to know. Top 10 measure word to know. So the first known measure word is g, which is written as a two-stroke g, which g here is the most common measure word. That's the most commonly used measure word. Now the next measure word will be g. The measure word G will be the measure word G, and it's a measure word for animals. You use this measure word for animals. G is written like this, and that's all. That's the measure word G, which is used for animals. The next measure word to use here is Zhang, which is a measure word for flat stuff. That's flat object. Measure word for flat object, like tables. Measure word for flat objects. So we have, for demonstration, we write Jiang like this, and then so this is Jiang, which is a measure word for flat object like tables. So the next measure word here is shuang, which is the measure word for things in pairs, like we have shoes, a pair of shoes. So we have a shuang, which is a measure word for things in pairs. So that is it. So a demonstration. This is shuang, 很好，好，继续。Now the next measure word, 量， which is a measure word for vehicles like cars. 我上辆车， so measure word for car. Can have this bend this way, so this is a demonstration on how to write the character liang, which is the measure word for vehicles. The next measure word we see here is fen, which is a measure word for sets or portion. Fen, for example, we have fen, the demonstration on how to write that. Fen, measure word for set or portion of something, portion. So how tissue, let's move on to the next one. The next character here is or the next measure word here is tian, measure word for clothing, measure word for clothing. So for a demonstration to write tian, measure word for clothing, which is tian. Okay, let's move on to the next measure word. So the next measure word here is jiao, which is a measure word for long things like roots, pants, etc. So measure word for long things like roots, pants, etc. So you have a demonstration on how to write. Tiao is so this is tiao, This is tiao, which is a measure word for long things like roads and pants, etc. So we have a burn, which is measure word for books, magazines. So we've seen that before, but for revision purpose, we have burn, which is measure word for books and magazines. So how tissue. Let's move forward. Let's go ahead. We have pay, which is a measure word. This character pay is a measure word for drinks in cups and glasses. So pay, which is a measure word for drinks in cups or and glasses. So we can demonstrate that by writing so you write from left to right, top to bottom. So this is a demonstration on how to write the character, the measure word pay, and it's a measure word for things you drink in a cup or glasses. Yeah. How tissue. Let's move on. Okay. Now the third point, we have a third point here, connecting nouns with she. And remember, we have seen she in the previous lesson. So we say she, which is the verb to be. She is the verb. She here is the verb to be. She is the verb to be. So the structure for connecting nouns with she is, want to see the structure for connecting nouns with she. So let's move on. How tissue. Now noun 1 plus she, noun 1 plus she, noun 1 plus she plus noun 2. So noun 1 is noun 2. So this is a basic structure for connecting nouns with she. So yeah, verb she, the verb she means to be in English. The verb she means to be in English. There is no other form for she such as was, are, or am in English. Sorry, the words went off. So there is no other form for she such as was, are, or am in English, because we said earlier that Chinese verbs has no conjugation. We don't conjugate verbs in Chinese. Chinese verbs has only one dictionary form and no other conjugated form. So take note of that. So we have, as we have mentioned, Chinese verbs do not inflect in the tenses. The form of a verb never changes to indicate a change of tense, personal pronouns, mood, or number. So for an example, we are going to see, so stay tuned for the next lesson, because we are going to be demonstrating, we are going to be showing examples involving nouns and the verb to be in Chinese. So thank you guys so much for watching. So if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and make sure you share this video to your friend. And for an additional guidance on Chinese language, we have created a website. I will leave a link in the description, my.walkie.net/language tutor. This is a website, an online teaching website where you can study in your house. If you want to be fluent in Mandarin Chinese, you can visit our website. I'll put the link. The link is in the description, where you can click and book for your online Chinese class. So see you in the next lesson.